Mic check 1 2 1 2. We are live and direct. It is Wednesday, so you already know it's time for the Why Not Podcast with your host, the voice of God is T Quest GLM, the award-winning DJ El Nino, and Mr. R&B himself, DJ Cyclops. Why not, baby?
Get your asses up and 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 get your asses up. It's time for the Why Not Podcast. Why Not Podcast with DJ Il Nino, T Quest, and DJ Cyclops.
Why not?
Ooh.
That part.
That boy good.
That's right. Get your asses up. I ain't say he said, I'm just repeating it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when you could twerk to our own intro.
Wait a minute.
Back that ass up.
Ooh. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. So what's going on, Cyclops?
Man, another day, another nap.
Well,
Ain't no wrong with that.
speaking of naps, right? So I was telling I was thinking about taking like a 5-10 minute nap, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I thought back to times where you're so busy, you try to take a 5-minute nap, that it's not like refreshing as a nap is supposed to be, or allegedly what they claim is supposed to be. And I'm just like, if I fall asleep for like 5 to 10 minutes, like I'm gonna feel so exhausted. I'm not gonna feel refreshed. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just not
Get your asses up.
But
Get your asses up.
it's true.
Yeah, I
You know
know.
what I'm
The
saying?
facts.
It's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. But see, like, with me, it's different. I have narcolepsy, so I could go to sleep at the drop of a dime, right? So me going to sleep and then it's rejuvenating. I don't care if it's 5-10 minutes or 2 hours. I don't care. I'm still good. So yeah, it doesn't bother me. It's just when I say I'm gonna go to sleep for a certain amount of time, it seems like it never works out.
What do you mean?
Like I'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna take like an hour or two nap, and then I wake up. I'm like, it's nighttime.
Oh, you
Like,
mean you end up being asleep longer than you plan to be?
yeah, like the nap today. Well, it was a mistake because I was supposed to be up like an hour or 2 hours ago, and my alarm clock didn't go off. So yeah.
See, you remind me of what I learned years ago. I think it told me in school. You said your alarm didn't go off, but the reality is you set your alarm for the wrong time, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the same thing in school. How people will be like, "Mommy, I got an A," versus the teacher gave me a D. You see what I'm saying? So it's crazy how people do that, but sometimes you don't realize that you're doing that, but you're doing it. Like nobody wants to blame themselves for nothing.
But then, like I was telling you earlier, I said like going to sleep at work, and yes, I went to sleep at work. Okay, I worked at Amazon for about a year.
Wow, tell the job too. Let's
I'm gonna,
go.
So I worked at Amazon in the warehouse for about a year. So we would have like uh two 15-minute breaks and an hour lunch, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So those 15-minute breaks, I would go to the car, take me. This is what I did. I took me a 12-minute nap because I knew how much time I had, right?
Mhm.
So it wasn't like a good nap, but it was just enough just to give me, a little boost.
Get your asses up. It's
So yeah, and then when I worked from home, I did the same thing. I had 15 minutes. I took me a 13-minute nap. So what I
get
did,
get
I
get your ass
log off.
get your ass
I
get your
log
asses up.
off, go to my bed, take me a 13-minute nap, wake up with because I knew I had a minute to log off and a minute to log back in. So yeah, I timed it perfectly.
Get your ass up. You know what
Like,
I'm saying? Get your
like
ass
yeah.
up. What is
So
wrong with you?
you know when you know you gotta be back like at a certain time, you're like, oh okay, I can wake up. But when you ain't got nothing to do, shoot.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. You know what I'm saying? It's at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. I
Mm-hmm.
try not to if I do a power nap, it's going to turn into a long extended nap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like what is a power nap? Like, people say I'm gonna take a power nap or a cat nap. What are those really though? If y'all talking, I can't hear y'all.
I know. I know.
I'm sorry.
Can you hear us
Um,
now?
I was
on
like,
on average, back in the day when naps was like a real thing, it was supposed to be on average 20 to 30 minutes to give you that boost you need to get throughout the day.
gotcha.
Nowadays, you have to realize society, especially Americans, we eat so much processed foods and stuff that's already taken up a lot of our energy. So, and our lives is crazy. They're all different. So 20 to 30 minutes may sound good back then, but nowadays it's not the reality on average.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I say this. I say this. Back when I was your ages, I could do power naps. You know what I'm saying? Half hour. Let me take this nap. Pow! Get up. Yeah, let's get this. Nowadays, take a power nap. 4 hours later. God, what the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell? I'm like, it is nighttime now. I took a nap at like 11:30 in the afternoon, and it's dark
Yeah,
outside. What is going on?
exactly. I'd be like, man, I missed the whole day. Like, but I also think I like because I wake up so early, like my body's like, okay, it's time for a nap. And because like, all right, I can go to sleep like around 2, 3 o'clock, right? And then be right back up at 6.
Because
So
there's something wrong, Jazz.
I did that in my 20s.
so it's like, okay, and then by like 12, 1 o'clock, if I don't have my coffee, I'm taking a nap.
Are you one of those?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Don't
mm,
talk before I have my coffee.
ooh, ooh, okay. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, I'm one of them people. I ain't drinking no nasty ass coffee.
Yeah.
I
I,
um,
enjoy that.
yeah, it's not just the regular coffee. It's a mocha frappe coffee.
Bougie.
yes. 15,000 calories. Good for you. Go ahead with your sugar rush. Okay. Um, I wanted to piggyback off of something you said that reminded me of another conversation that I had with Sexy over there. You mentioned that you was
Yeah,
working.
I know it.
Nobody talking about your ass.
Oh.
There it is.
No.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. You know what I mean?
Bad. My bad.
Oh my god. Well, we keep telling you bring somebody on the show. You never want to bring no extra friends on the show. That's on you. When we're talking about you fall asleep at the job, because I can't front. I kind of did that a little bit. And you mentioned you too.
Shout out to the security officers, people that was a security guard. They knew the spots. You know what I mean?
You gonna know your spots at work. All right, I could, right here.
Yeah, shout out to the dude who trained me. They told me I was not even 2 hours in.
Wow.
2 hours on the job. Dude was like, yo, right here, ain't no cameras here. You can come up here, don't nobody come up here, ain't nobody gonna bother you. If you want to, and the radios don't come up here. You know what I mean? So if they call you, radio's not gonna work. You know, but if you're up here for whatever reason, you feel like, you know, you're tired or whatever. He said, I'm not telling you that you can do it, but
I'm not telling you can't do it.
Yeah, no, he said there's people that do it. So, and then he said if you get caught, that's on you.
That's on you, baby.
But no lies were told. Go up in that certain tower, radio does not work. You know, because they say after a while, if you're up in that tower, call them on the phone. I called them on the phone. They was like, hey, we was trying to get in contact with you. I'm like, oh, I'm up in the towers and the penthouse. I was like,
they had scripts memorized.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, all right. Just making sure everything was okay. I'm like, hey, everything's good. Okay. I'm just, you know, making sure everything's good up here.
You know, that reminds me of a job where they literally training me, and they was telling me all the spots like that too. Like, if you want to be on your phone, be over here. Over here is a blind spot for the cameras. But I think they only do that for new coworkers. They feel a vibe with. Like, you look like you one of us. You seem like you cool. You know what I'm saying?
Snitch.
Or it could be the other way. It could be like, I'm going to tell this person all the spots just to see if they're going to do it so I can catch them in the act and report them.
Wow, that got dark real quick, didn't it?
Snitch ass folks. That's what he said.
What he's trying to say is he was one of the ones.
I'm trying to say he was a snitch on people. Yo, you can right here is the spot. Don't even worry about nothing.
Like, because like when I was doing guest services and security, like you know, we're in like arenas, right? So people don't realize how many cameras are in arenas until
nowadays it should be 1,000 cameras. Nowadays, I suspect.
Yes, but like my mom says when she worked in the camera room, and I was like, she was like, it's like so many TVs of different angles. It could be like the same spot but different angles, right? I was like, oh shoot. So, but our supervisor would be like, hey, if y'all need to go, you know, if y'all need to use your phone or anything like that, just make sure you're not doing it on your post. Just go to the bathroom and blase.
Well, that's definitely the spot. The restroom? What?
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I know somebody that went to the bathroom, was on the phone, and got reported.
I got caught before. It was like, put your phone away. Like, you know you're not supposed to have it. I'm like, let me just finish my text. Like, you know, because at the end of the day, like, if they catch you because you're not in the stall, like you're in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Right. And nowadays, people, you know, with the smartwatches, you don't even need the phone. You don't even gotta go nowhere, is it?
Wow. So this is the how-to.
Yo, what up? Anything good?
We can't hear you, baby.
Yeah, we can't hear you. We heard you, but we heard you.
Everything I got the phone, got the watch all up.
Hey. What are you tonight for dinner?
I'm checking the time. What? I'm checking the time. I'm trying to figure out what the time is.
Got the AirPod on. Y'all know what the hell I'm doing.
Like, you know how they used to do with the Power Rangers. Beep, beep, beep. Hey, I'm on the way.
Facts.
That's probably where they got the inspiration.
All that stuff. All that stuff
Everything's
came.
inspired by something. Yeah.
All that stuff came from the Jetsons. Everything came from the Jetsons. Everything came from the Jetsons.
I don't remember those talking watches.
They had everything.
Cyclops, she was a baby.
You don't remember that.
I remember the Jetsons, Leroy.
Not enough to remember.
Well, you gotta think. Get Smart back in the day had talking watches.
Mm-hmm.
Get Smart, old as hell.
Oh, you know what that is.
Look at us, like, what's that?
Yeah,
Okay, what's that?
Yeah, well, I mean, there was a remake that came out that had I forgot the guy.
I still ain't never heard of the remakes. There was the original.
I saw Smart House.
Yeah, I
No, get Smart.
yeah,
Look it up.
yeah. Where the house almost took everybody out.
Oh my gosh, it's funny, right? Because you guys all know Nino loves technology.
Get Smart came out. The remake came out in 2008. Y'all ain't that goddamn young.
Okay, but what was the original one?
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Okay,
And that came out in the 70s. The original one.
Oh well, yeah.
That was way before y'all.
exactly.
Yeah.
Get Smart was, well, that's what I'm saying. But they had talking. They had basically smart watches. Then they had a watch that you can see people, and they talked on it. So that was the smart days.
I was about to say I wasn't even thought of, but my parents wasn't even thinking about each other in
They
a sense.
like each other. Stop calling. No, stop.
Oh, Colby.
Oh man, but you know, it's weird because, like you said,
Wow.
we saw Smart House, right? And I was like, oh, I want a house like that one day. Like where I can just talk to it and blah blah blah.
So that's how you sounded when you was a little sci-fi.
Yeah, that's how.
God. That's how you sounded like?
Like,
That don't sound like that anymore.
so now I'm like, you have there's the capability to do it, but the bad side about that is the same reason of what happened on the Smart House. It could turn against you at any moment.
What is the Smart House? Now I gotta look that up.
That's where I was getting to. I was gonna say how Nina loves like technology, you know, all the latest stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I asked him like, you ever saw the movie Smart House? He was like, no, but I'm just like, it seems like it's something you will want because 1992.
It's a Disney movie.
Yep, it sure is.
But you know, you got all the electronics and it seemed cool, but at the same time, technology is not perfect.
No.
And anything can happen at any given time.
And that movie is a perfect example.
It really is. But it's like, I think it's too Disney when you don't want to watch the whole thing. But you know what?
Disney?
Yeah. So you know what we can do? We can watch the trailer and call it a day.
I mean, let's put like this. I had a movie before we finish this conversation.
My thing is that the thing about it is like
there's two of them. There's one that came out in 2023.
Did they redo it?
They redid it?
Hey.
But then again, Disney has 17 again. So
that part. And was the other one with the alien girl?
Xena?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know how they got away with having the same name for 3 different movies. Like, you know what? Then again, they probably own the name.
Yeah.
You can call them
over and over again. So when you're like, you want to go watch 17 again, you literally have to say which one.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
No, not that one either.
It'd be the one they didn't have.
Right. Yeah, I'll be like, oh, okay. But now, like, man, I'm just sitting here thinking about Smart House, but I'm like, around that time, Disney had some great movies.
We can't have this conversation. It's like
Oh, sorry.
we will need a
I mean, y'all can talk about it all you want. I can care less about it. You know what I'm
nostalgia
saying?
millennial cast.
Yeah, for all y'all. Okay. I'm gonna be like them people, y'all. I'm gonna start talking about Smokey Robinson.
Look, look. Me and Quest is gonna have a conversation, and then I can pull up Carrie, and y'all can have a conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna be talking about y'all talking about Smart House and the Disney stuff, and I'm gonna be talking about the Mod Squad and
18.
Mannix.
Yeah, see, I know about the
You know what
18.
I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, that's
Oh,
too
the 18.
funny.
Hey boy, hey. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I need to throw it back the show about 15 minutes, right? Or maybe
Take that.
even 18. So remember when you said that you worked at Amazon, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were so bold about it. Like, oh, you tell the place you actually worked and what you did and blah blah blah.
Yeah, like I unloaded the trucks for Amazon.
Use the what?
I unloaded the trucks.
He
So
was a truck boy.
like yeah, so we get the packages off the truck, we put them on the conveyor belt, and there you go. Yeah.
I understand. I used to work at FedEx and I used to do the small packages.
Gotcha.
Ew, that sounded crazy.
Pause. That was a long time ago. That's no
It's
longer an issue. That's no longer an issue.
right.
That was a while back. I ain't know her back then. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
So, hey,
So I was a package
life has
handler.
changed.
Oh, this sounds crazy.
You was a package handler. All right.
His life has changed. I mean, she's still. Never mind.
So that was my position.
Not a small package handler anymore. That was back in the day. Instead, I don't know
my
about
God.
it. You know what I'm saying?
This is a family show. But that's what
I'm just talking about. I'm just talking. You know.
that's where I
Another
was.
package.
And then after because after when you take the packages from the truck on the conveyor belt and then you got to toss the smaller packages to me.
Yep.
That's right. Toss all of them. Toss all of them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Like the way this conversation
awesome.
is going is no safe way to come out of it. So guess
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Grow up, you guys. Grow up.
yeah. If you know the warehouse industry, you know. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
And if you happen to be one of the Mexicans, you can say, you're like,
Oh, my God. What is happening? What
What
is
happened?
happening?
why is she talking?
After that, and the trucks are, all emptied out.
Yep.
That's when you have to go over there. So when the package go up, over, then down, now you put them on the trucks thing.
Now.
And it's interesting because that was the place where.
But did you know it was down? I'm sorry.
Yo,
Let me
wildin'.
stop.
Yo, wildin'. Yeah. So that was actually the job where I was falling asleep at while working. You know what I'm saying? Because the night before we had a party at the studio. We had the strip pole, we had the music, we had everything at the studio, right?
Hold up.
With the small packages handling.
Small package. Was that one of those?
Oh, my son.
Small package handler pole.
Woo! Oh my God! I thought it was a family
There it
show.
is now. And look who we have. Dr. Phil's. Speaking of mine, I almost said something real crazy. I almost said something real
Because
crazy.
at the wrong time.
Yeah, what up, Wes? Yeah, that was a real violation.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, we had a party at the studio, and we ended the party kind of like club hours, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But then I had to be at work for 4:45. So I went from the studio
to the work.
To the job because it was
Yeah.
too close. I'm like, I'm not going all the way back to the valley to come all the way back down here when the job is just a couple of exits up, like 10 minutes away. So
Yeah.
I went and then I was in the parking lot and I had my uniform with me and then I changed in my truck and I could see the security guard keep looking. I'm like, is he looking to see if I'm up to something or is he looking? Is he looking to be looking? But back then in my 20s, like I didn't care. Like if you see me, you see me. It is what it is. I know I'm gonna be on time for work. Can you imagine if they had the camera phones back? They probably did, right? They probably did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was so exhausted that by the time I went over there to move the packages, like I'm standing there and I keep falling asleep. I've never been that tired before while working, standing up while working. And when you work that position, you in these phones.
So wait, you were the one that was scanning the packages in?
Well, with FedEx at the time, we put the packages on the thing. The driver scanned their own packages. I was the one that took my packages. Loader. So organize the package handling part. Then I go over to the conveyor belt and put the stuff on their pallet for them to scan to put on their truck.
Gotcha.
But it's crazy being
That's stealing my stuff.
Right? That's what you have to own it yourself. But it's crazy being so tired and still falling asleep while standing up and working. Like I've never experienced anything like that, and I'll never want to experience anything like that because that just sounds so unreal to me. And it was very scary. Like all jokes aside, it was very scary. I was like, this is the longest 2, and the job is only 2 hours, max 3. Like it was the longest 2 my life.
See, I
I'm
sorry. See, I was working like 8 hours. I worked from 8:45 to like 4:45.
That was a part-time job. It was only literally from like 5 to 7, maybe 8. Like on Fridays when the wine boxes come in, the day is a little longer, but that's how much it was just a part-time now. It was like 2 to 3 hours every morning.
Gotcha.
It was rough. I didn't like the feeling.
Man, like if y'all don't know the warehouse life, like y'all think it's easy, man.
Who told you? Who thought it was ever easy?
Nobody think that's easy.
Nobody
think that's easy. Hell no.
Hey,
KG,
cause all right, so for like with us, mind you, Texas it's hot down there, right? So
why you got a hoodie on?
Facts. What the hell's going on, man? What's going on in your household?
It's
1,000 degrees outside. And you got a hoodie on.
Year round. It's hoodie season,
But, branding.
You just like
Okay.
But what's we call it?
I personally like the Nino 2024 version better, but never mind.
No comment.
I'm still waiting for the one with the gray hair. You said you had it.
I thought I sent it to you.
No,
I look for it again.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on it.
I look for it again.
But yeah, like so when it was like 100 degrees outside, add another 20 degrees inside. When it was like 40 degrees or 30 degrees, let's go down to like 10 degrees. I'm like, oh, this sucks. Like we had people literally dying on site because of the heat. Yo, like this is ridiculous. If it wasn't for COVID, I probably still would have been there. But COVID came in and it seemed like everybody at Amazon had COVID. I said, you know what? I'm done.
I mean, of course they had it. It's hot
Hello.
as hell. Y'all sweating.
I was like, dang, like but I will say this, like it was a very how can I say, a very good learning experience as far as like wondering why when I get my Amazon package it's all beat up because we over here never mind. I ain't gonna say what we over here doing.
I mean, well, real talk. I know I know people that when they're complaining about the mailman tossing the package from halfway up your driveway to your house. I know that's the least that package went through. I know it is. I know because I
Man,
know they've been playing frisbee, kicking it around, knocking it off. I know all that happens. You know what I
man,
mean?
when
That
when I
little fling to the house is light. I know that.
when I say the first day I was on the job and I see dudes playing football with packages, I said, "Yo, really?
I can't do this conversation. I don't like it. I don't
I
like
said,
it.
okay, hey, it is what it is." But um, okay, well, Quest, I don't know if you ever had this issue to where you got a package and it actually did well. You got it; it was already open, and it was like you looked at it, you're like, "Oh, that's what they're getting." Like, it was like a shocking package that you ever saw. Have you had one of those?
No, no
Um,
packages was open. No
um,
packages was mishandled. No packages was a sporting equipment. Nothing. Okay,
man,
we were
ugh.
respectful to people's packages. We have class,
Yes, you is.
and we are professional. And we're still.
Like we had it. I remember it was this one package that came off the truck. I guess it got messed up. The box got messed up in transporting, but we got it. And we always, even though we scan it in and we can see what it is, half the time we're like, okay, that's probably not really what it is, right? And we got it, and we're like, oh, somebody feels insecure about their package. I was like, oh, so you get what I'm saying?
So so wait a minute. So you saying that never got delivered? Is that what you saying? Second off,
Oh, it got delivered.
is that what you said? He's gonna say you took control.
Like, no, I don't think you got what I'm saying.
He one of them comedians. Did you get the joke? Did you get it?
You dig it. Like, the package was open. And I'm saying the person that was supposed to get the package is very insecure with their package.
I know you not. I know you did not try to explain something we got the first time.
I'm way past that, bro.
I know.
I'm way past that. You telling the joke. I'm 3 jokes ahead of you.
Oh, okay.
I'm 3 jokes ahead of you. I'm saying the package was never delivered because somebody took it home. Somebody took it home. It's like, yo, what's up with this? Never mind.
Yeah, I was just like, wow, this is interesting what people order through Amazon.
It's called lying. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? You know what? I got something to that. 1 second. I want to read this from the comments from the audience.
KG.
The worst warehouse to have is Amazon order picking. Wait.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
it's no joke. If you ain't in shape, it's not for you. You gotta run 90 miles per hour.
yeah, so basically, they're like people that are scanning the bags into like the bags of other pack. It's like a big bag that you put all the other packages in for the drivers to go out and distribute, right?
Santa Claus, yes.
Yeah. So we had to have it. It was a time limit. Like each period, it was a time limit where you got to reach this number in a certain amount of time. And it was like, that's why I never did it, because I was like, this ain't work. This ain't me. This is not me. So like like
We need more people.
Like my ex, when she first started there, she was like, I lost so much weight because I'm running constantly. I said, what do you mean you running? Why are you running? So when I saw it, I was like, oh, well then, yeah, like You have to be on point, and if you're not, you're gonna get written up because you have to meet a certain number.
Oh well.
That's into a fast food. It's supposed to be fast food, so they all got the timers in there. You got to get it out at a certain time. But now they so lazy, they just be like, pull up.
Pull up, nigga, pull up. 6 nuggets. The hell I gotta pull up for?
What about the time we went out? We ran out of burgers. We had to wait.
Like, yeah, so it's and then the thing about it is like the people like who are controlling like the conveyor belt, that process, that is a whole different team as well, because you have to, like me, like I said, I was the person that unloaded the truck and put the packages onto the conveyor belt. Now, the people that's working conveyor belts, you have to
load your package.
He had to load packages.
That's what you was doing. You was unloading.
He was a professional package handler.
Okay. I learned that you had that job.
Trackpod, please tell us the whole thing about Amazon. I feel like we just did a whole training.
Well, yeah, facts.
But for people, you never know. They might be interested in working
at Amazon. They can go to training.
But that's the thing. It was no training.
Yes, there was.
Well, I mean,
no, we had no training.
Like, yo, figure it out.
Like, yeah, because the only thing we had training on was how to work the
yes, exactly.
The don't get hurt machine.
Yeah, that. I don't want to call it the dolly because it's not the dolly. The long dolly. There you go.
Good job.
Good job.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? You ever been in a job? You've been there a week, then they got you trained somebody else. You're like, damn, nigga, I just got here. Well, how much training?
I'm not even finished being trained.
I just got here. I'm here 3 days, and you want me to train this random person? I don't know what the hell I'm doing yet.
So I'm teaching them all the mistakes I've done.
I'm teaching them all the stuff. I'm teaching them all the stuff by this person who was here 3 days before me that told me. So now I literally got 6 days of total training. The person that trained me done already quit. You know what I'm saying? And you want me to help? I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We didn't have training. Like now I'm pretty sure there is training, but this is before Amazon had the robots in there. So,
at the end of the day, you're picking up a package, you're putting it down. It's not much training. They tell you what you need to tell at the beginning of the day, and you figure it out from there. You may have to pick up the same order. It goes in A to Z. You may have to run it up to the 3rd floor, go to the last letter Z. I worked at the one in Columbia, South Carolina. I ain't last 1 week. I got fussed at. Look, it's cardio and a check. It's all about how you look at it.
Yeah, I hear you.
I feel bad. Good. I feel bad for y'all because you said floors. You only had one floor. Like,
yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, you got this one? You got it? You want me to get it?
Yep. This is from Wes. Yep. Worked in a warehouse that specialized in bread. That's what you're doing? Crazy job. Also could tell you all some funny stories about when I worked at Dollywood. Oh.
Well, you're welcome to come on the show any Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, but you got to get approval by Cyclops because you'll be his guest. So
I mean, it's what you call. I mean, it's 3 people, so it's 2 to 1 at most.
Like I'm also Weston coming on the show.
Sure.
Yeah, Weston come on.
Now
I can't call him. I'm sorry.
What?
I can't call him that. I can't say.
That's the
name. It's certain DJ names I cannot say. It gets like we have a DJ down here, and when he first introduced himself, I said, "I'm not calling you that."
Yeah, we got one in Florida too. Yo, what up, man? I'm not necessarily saying that name.
Like, nah, I'm good. I'm sorry. I mean, I can say, hey, what up? What's good? You good? Okay, cool.
You know what? earlier when y'all was making fun of the guy who needed some enhancement for his pew pew. First of all, childish.
That's the way it sounded.
Pew. Childish. But at the end of the day, that's the whole reason why people order things, because they don't feel comfortable ordering things like in a store, at a drugstore or whatever. So you go online and you order it. You know, I remember this girl. What happened?
This girl.
Yes, do it. You know, she's getting older, but she still lives at home. So it doesn't matter how old you are. If you're in your parents' house under their rules, they see everything. They see all the packages that come. They see all the mail. So she asked me to. Stupid. She asked me one time at the job in the office, will I order something for her? I was like, what do you want me
That's the story? That's the story? This random lady?
No, she worked there. She was like an intern or assistant or something. And she's like, can you order something for me? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's online. I'm like, what do you want me to order? Well,
Dun, 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 dun.
I was like, why do you need me to do it? She said because she's afraid for the package to come to her house, and her parents is religious and she didn't want them to see it. I was like, okay. But you stupid. And then I asked her, being nosy, well, I understand you're still a flower and you want to have some fun before the buzzing comes. But how are you going to decide what you want? How would you determine which one you want to buy? You know what I'm saying?
She's a flower. Oh, she out here getting roses.
No, she hasn't been deflowered yet, but she would have some fun by herself.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just like, well, how do you pick? How do you know what you're going to like? Because I'm not doing no refunds. I don't want you bringing it back. I'm not touching nothing. I'm not doing none of that. So you better be certain. Because this is
I do like how this felt. Can you return it and get it back another one for me, please?
Oh my
This
God.
one was a little much. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
Oh my God.
I don't know what the hell I was thinking. This
Can you give me one of those small packages you were talking about earlier?
This is a goal. I'm not ready for this one yet.
Oh my God.
What the hell's wrong with me? What was I thinking?
It's crazy. But like I was trying to say an hour ago, well, we never got there. About the whole, you mentioned Amazon and stuff. Nino and I watched a reel, and his content creator blasted the employee for giving him the hookup. I'm like, you don't even realize this employee can lose his job.
That part. Yeah.
Tell him what happened.
There was a dude, basically a food critic, right? And then he went to the place and ordered. I don't know. I think the thing's like $7, $8. He was like, yo.
No, that's how much he paid for it.
Oh, well, the thing is, yes, the meal or whatever he normally get is like $12.
Yeah.
Right?
Gotcha.
He said, yo. Then he said, this ain't the person's name because I don't remember. He said, yo, shout out to Johnny at Allentown's Arby for hooking me up, giving me his employee discount. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you saying that to the people? Now, anybody that watch you at the Allentown's Arby, wherever the hell he is, they know that Johnny hooked you up. So now Johnny's boss is going to be like, yo, what are you doing?
Wow.
Why are you? He's not an employee. You can't do that. Now Johnny will get fired.
Because people don't think, you don't realize you're actually stealing, giving somebody employee discount.
Yes.
You can go to jail for that.
All you got to say is, yo, shout out to Johnny at Allentown's, yo, salute. That's all you say.
You even can say he hooked me up.
No, you don't say. That's what I said. Shout out, you know what I mean? Shout out to Johnny, you a nice dude in the store, you know what I mean? Salute. That's it. You don't tell him why you saluting him. You know what I mean? It could be, excellent customer service, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you say that. Don't say my man is putting his job on the line to give you guys a discount.
Go back to that same Arby's and then he ain't even there now.
Johnny's gone. Johnny's cool. You're like, yo, where's Johnny at?
Yeah, what happened to him?
Hey, Johnny
But
got
we
fired,
all saw
a
your
few days
video.
after you left here. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we all saw your video, and we got the question: how many times are you doing this?
Facts. And now we can't even serve you.
Yeah,
You gotta leave. So
Yeah. Because we get it with content creators, and we can, you can get into that. You notice that like a lot of them, like it can make and break a business, especially depending on the how much impact they have on the people and people value their opinions, So a lot of them may get special treatment if they know who they are or what they're doing or do they research. But at the same time, places like Arby's or McDonald's or something, if it ain't the manager, like who can override some things, you can't be just a random employee doing that stuff because you literally are risking your job. Like, don't do that.
that part.
Even though we know in our day, we've done some reckless things at our jobs of employment, clearly, based off the show. But I'm encouraging people of the future in the present.
Don't be like us.
Losing your job, trying to be nice to someone who ain't coming back. You're not even getting a piece of the content. He probably didn't even tip you. You know what I'm saying? So do not risk your job with a stranger. Period.
That part.
yeah, that's facts. Cut that out. You know what I mean? And real talk, all y'all people in general, not just content creators. Don't be telling people when you got the hookup. You know what I mean? Don't tell them. And that goes for sometimes we do stuff. Sometimes people get the repeater price. They get hooked up. You might get a few extra things that other people have to pay for.
The loyalty price.
Yeah, calm down. You know what I mean? Don't be telling people, that's why I got blah blah. Then they gonna want that. Then guess what? Then you no longer get the deal.
Good. I just remember doing a DJ gig. It was a family member, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this for you, right? At this price. Yeah, cool, great. And then they referred me with somebody else. I was like, okay. So I'm thinking I was like, I'm gonna get this price of my normal rate. And they told me that, like, yeah, such and such said it was only like $50 an hour. I said, no. Like, wait, why? I was like, well, first of all, that's the family. Second of all, yeah, that's no. Sorry.
No, I get that. That even happened when someone like Nino said some of the stuff that we do. I'm like, I gave you a discount because of blah blah blah, and because now they're bringing people, and then they be adding the group chats. Someone need to drop or something. You know what I'm saying? I told them the price. I'm like, whoa, that was your price.
Yeah,
one time.
And yesterday's price is not today's price.
Literally, like, don't do that.
This one last question. Have you ever done anything for someone and they take you, to treat you to lunch or dinner? Do you get around the same price that other person gets, or do you splurge? I always try to get a cheaper meal.
Yeah. I'm not one of those people that will be like, ooh, they're gonna pay for my lunch or dinner, and I'm getting lobster. I don't even eat lobster.
Like, porterhouse steak.
Yeah, like nah, like I'm more reasonable of what I'm getting. Now, I can't say that for when I'm taking people. I'm like, dang, like really?
What the hell are you doing?
Like, there's this song. There's this song by this blues singer from here, and he says, stick to your own drink, right? So basically he's talking about in the song, when the dude buys you a drink at the bar and we know we've seen you all night drinking, Shirley Temples and stuff like that. Then when we say, hey, we're gonna buy you a drink, you want to go top shelf. What the heck? No.
No, yes. What are you talking about? Because I'm first of all, I don't buy drinks because I don't have to. But if I did, since I'm not really a drinker, I don't buy alcohol. You know what I'm saying? So I may buy a Shirley Temple or actual bottle of water. But if someone's buying me a drink and it's something I actually want, then of course, get me a lemon drop. Absolutely. Don't tell them no. Mind your business. Because you would do the same thing if that was you.
You've been drinking lemonade all night. That ass roll a lemon drop. The hell is wrong with you?
Why you look at me? You know what? Now see, if you're real G, what you do is
wow. She said if.
Yeah.
If you're real G.
If you're real,
so you buy the drink that you seen her drinking.
First of all, don't interrupt me because I'm about to put you on game.
Oh.
And don't tell the rest of my sentence. Let me finish it.
Get your asses up.
Nah, you be like, another round for the lady. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. Because the bartender knows she only drinking lemonade, so you gonna bring
get another one of those.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we do. Yeah, get another
and
one.
don't ask what you drinking, because she gonna be like, Long Island iced tea. It ain't that color. So no. But back to Weston's question. I'm already what they used to call like a cheap date, only because I always order
what is this?
it's because it's not that I'm trying to splurge or go cheaper. It's just I usually order something maybe like the appetizer or something like a chicken dish. I don't go for the steaks. I'm allergic to shellfish. The most expensive items on the menus is usually something that I normally wouldn't get anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, and either at the same time, I don't like to take advantage of people, even though they say I can get what I want. That's just not the type of person I am. And usually what I want is not expensive, but I definitely have people do that to me. I've even had friends do that. I know sometimes if my friends are over and we all going out, my mom be like, you know what, come, we're going to dinner if you want to come with us. And they would just, it's savage. Just because they think they can, just because in their mind we got it. No, you have to have some type of decency. If we all ordering chicken and we tell you, you can order something, why would you think it's okay to get a lobster or, you know what I'm saying? But that's some mentality. It's like, well, if you ask me to come to dinner, you said get what I want. Don't be mad that I actually get what I want.
Yeah.
I think the main thing was for me with the friendship was, since back then everything was always one-sided, is you don't see it, you do it every time. I can see one nipple, but every time I do, like, come on, there got to be some type of cap. But some people say, look, if you ask me to go, I'm going. If you say I get what I want, I'm literally going to get what I want. And then that's up to you to just never invite them again.
So, I get that. And this kind of, huh?
You ordered what you wanted?
Yeah, I did, but like I said, I order what I want, but I'm always the person that wants cheap stuff when it comes to eating.
No, the stuff that you order just happen to be like a lower price range, right?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So, but this question is for Nino, because
then I want one after. Figure it out.
Yeah.
So recently, I was invited to a birthday brunch, right?
Mm.
And I show up, and it's nothing but females.
Mm.
I'm the only male there. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, why am I the only male here?
Hey, Zen.
So
It could have been a whole different kind of party.
So, so I'm sitting here and and even my mother, she was invited. I look, and she was like, I'm still so confused, right? And I was like, I am too. I don't know what's going on. So we leave, boom, boom, boom. We eat, we eat, we leave, boom, and we go our separate ways. And I was telling my friend, uh, uh, what happened. She was like, okay, it's one or two things that could have been the situation. And I was like, huh. The first one was she thinks very highly of you, and you're like her special friend, and she wanted you there. I said, oh, okay, I get that. Then the other one, I was like, I hope that wasn't it. The other one was she's gonna invite you as the only male, and this is her birthday brunch, but she wants you to pay for everybody at the table because you are the gentleman. I said, oh, if that was the case, I failed. So, my
I don't know
question,
y'all. I don't know y'all. Man,
my question to you, Nino, how would you feel if you were in that predicament?
well, for one, I wouldn't be in that predicament. You know what I'm saying? Catch the vibe. I'm not doing that. You know, and try. I'm like, I don't know y'all. I honestly don't know y'all. So why am I paying? Why? Hell no. Get out of here. It's no. Get the hell out of here. You know, I don't know y'all. You know what I mean? So why am I coming paying for all these random people that I don't know? That's not happening. I don't know y'all. And
Okay.
and and real talk, if you trying to put me in a position like that, that makes me um evaluate what supposed friendship me and that other person had. Why am I paying for all these people? I don't know y'all. I can imagine being at something. They be like, "Oh, Nino, you got it. Got what?" That's what I'm gonna
I'll
be.
answer for him. No, he don't.
Yeah, got what?
He got my plate.
Yeah, this is it.
So we
Yeah.
go together.
Yeah. This is it. Y'all make sure y'all split the hell out of these. Me and her put us on the same thing. Them other people, whatever y'all do is it. Get the hell out of here. You out of your damn mind.
So, Quest, if
What?
if you were the young lady that had a birthday brunch and you invite Nino's out the picture. Nino's out the picture. He's not in your life, right? But you have um you invite, well, let me not say not in your life. He's not your fiance at this moment, right? And you just invite him, but he doesn't know like he's the only man that's gonna be there. So what is your intentions of inviting him? What was his intention?
Well, I've done that before, and I've brought maybe one of my guy friends with me and my homegirls. You know what I'm saying? And he was the only guy, and he's straight, but that's my friend. Like that's my
Yeah.
people. It's just like the girls are my people. So I'm not thinking about gender. It's just like we all hanging out. I know you ain't doing nothing. Like come roll with us. You see what I'm saying? And
Got
just because he's a dude does not mean he automatically has to pay for the stuff. He's a friend, just like everyone else is a friend. When I'm out with my group of friends, I don't look at it as a gender thing. I look at it as everybody's my peoples. You see what I'm saying? But there are some females that think like that. And you can't blindside no dude like that, especially blindside a dude that ain't even yo dude.
or blind side a dude that's already blind.
I didn't say that. He said that. He said that. He said that by himself. I didn't say that. I want nobody saying, yo, Dino saying some reckless jokes on me. It's not me.
No. But it's interesting that you're having this topic because that actually happened on the Housewives when the lady was having a dinner or something, and she invited like the couples and stuff, and her dude was there. Or I don't know if he went he wanted to go to dinner, right? And she's like, let's do like a couples thing for my birthday instead. He was like, sure, you can invite the couples, no problem. But then everyone looked at him like, oh, we didn't know we had to like pay for our food. He was like, why would y'all think I was paying for it? She wanted to invite y'all for her birthday dinner. You know what I'm saying? I can get her food, but I'm not paying for all these grown people couples for all their meals. And they thought like that should have been like specified or mentioned and this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, why y'all putting so much on somebody who didn't even volunteer for y'all to come?
Yeah.
Just because he's her man does not mean he should automatically like, you know what, everybody? I got the bill. Because people always on some type of flex. That's not how that works. And the other dude's husband was like, look, I don't care. Like, I could pay for me and my wife. It's not that serious. We hear all the women judging them. And even her, she feeling some type of way because she's looking for a dude like, I got it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how that works. People got to stop putting so much pressure on certain situations because it's not that serious. I went to a dinner party, and you know what the husband said? He was like, look, everybody, I got it. I got it. Okay? I got it. So all I need y'all to do is cash at me individually, but I'm going to pay the bill. So whatever your food was, whatever your food was, cash at me.
So not really I got it, but I got it. Like we gotta split these bills. We're just gonna do one bill.
I ain't mad at it. I
And,
wasn't mad at it.
It's funny because my friend was like, there was a viral video, she said about 2 years ago where it was the same situation where it was a birthday dinner. It was on one male, and he's eating blah blah blah, and the bill comes, and he's presenting the bill, and he was like, "Oh no, I just have a bill, by myself." And
itemize that bill, please.
like, and she got mad, like literally mad. She's like, "Why are you doing this on my birthday?" No, 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 no. You invited me for your birthday dinner. You didn't say I was paying for everybody. So he literally went to the front, paid his portion, and walked out.
Yes.
I'm
not mad at that.
That's what you do. Real talk. I'm not. And at the end and you're not going to shame me into buying all your stuff. That's not.
That part.
If you really, really know me, that zero shame. Zero. What the? No. I don't know what the hell they thought. You know what I got. Put my stuff on my own bill. Let me get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And look, it can even go a different way. It can even go a different way. You could be dating somebody. You know what I mean? And it could be early in the game when you really don't know that person. And you see like, yeah, we're gonna go out to a restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Shy?
Shy, what up?
What up? What up?
I mean, and y'all going to a restaurant, and she may have a child. She bringing a child. You know she bringing her child and 4 other kids. You're like, wait a minute, all these damn kids.
I just turned to a family reunion I didn't know about.
Who are all these kids?
This reminds me of baby's kids.
That's what I'm saying. Wow, where did all these kids come from? So now your $100 meal is turning into $250. That's in your head. That's what you're thinking. For one, you at a place where you think y'all two. All right, there it is. You may think you two is going on a date, so you may have a certain price in mind. You're like, all right, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Now she bringing a child, so you all right. I know what that's gonna be. I'm cool with that. Now you get there, it's three other kids and auntie.
That auntie.
Like, what is this?
Ain't no.
That's exactly how it is. That's exactly how they do it too. That's exactly what you did. They ain't Nino with the laugh. Like, oh, wait a minute, what the hell we doing?
Oh,
And all the kids are 6 to 9. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They're 69, but they're all ordering adult meals. You know what I'm saying? Now I want a steak. Little man, you 6 years old. How you getting steak for?
Why you need a steak? Get those chicken nuggets.
Get this chicken.
I would love to order from the 12 and under meal.
Yeah, get that.
Yeah.
And that's the mentality of the people. Well, at the end of the day, if you're gonna date me, like I come with the whole package. You
Cool.
don't come with the whole package on the first date. I don't even know if
That
I
part.
like you yet. Like,
That
And,
part.
and then there's some dudes who are like, yeah, it does come with the whole package.
you know what? We just did a 360 to the beginning of the show. My aunt telling me you better eat all that food.
Yeah, that is. We used to
Oh,
talk
I
about
get
it.
it. The auntie like, yo, you better eat all that food he about to buy you.
Yeah, all
Okay.
Yeah,
all
yeah. Like, and
Take
the
it
thing
home.
about,
Take it
and
home.
then the thing, the auntie be like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get something to go for my boo at home. What? No.
You know what? Guess what? Guess what? Your ass is paying for this. Give me round up what I paid, and I'm up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you one thing. Me and my friends or our palates or whatever are all different. When I was out with my friends, like we already know each other, we already know how we do. We idolize, call it a day, or I'm like, I got it, whatever. But then there's certain groups you're being with, they're like, okay, you guys, how about we just split the bill 5 ways since there's 5 of us, add the tips. I'm like, first of all, I don't never do nothing splitting evenly with nobody.
Yeah. I
Because
want the chicken tenders.
I know
Mm,
for I
I
know
want the
right.
chicken tenders. Your ass don't order something
My
you
meal
now
was
pronounce.
only $8, and I
period.
yeah, I'm out
Okay.
here
At least
paying
$8.
12
Why
because
is
you
my
want to go.
split $42?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm good with
And I'm like, no, because like I said before, people order like steaks and shrimp and lobster and stuff. Back then, I used to always
a
order
glass of wine.
tenders, mozzarella sticks, and some water, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so
yeah.
no, if my meal, especially back then,
So I get
$10,
Applebee's and Chili's.
right? I remember one time my family went to City Island in New York for somebody's birthday or Christmas or whatever. And they always want to eat seafood. You know what I'm saying? But I don't eat that. So I always got to order off the appetizer menu. So I'm always ended up with some type of appetizer trio. Mozzarella sticks, tenders. And that's all I ever get for like a long time. So I'm like, my meal was only $10. Why should I have to pay 40 to split y'all bill? Like I'm not doing that. Like you could itemize mine and they can figure out their lineal. Like I'm not in that. Like don't put me in it. I'm not in it. Never have been. Never going to be. Now it's easier for me to say this now, but back then, because of certain situations I was in, it was kind of like in the movies. Because one time I was in a group, like we was in New York, and it was like older white women. I'm like this young black girl. I'm already quiet, shy, insecure, so I don't want to be that black person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go
But
back
guess
to the
what?
office.
I ain't
Yeah.
never hang out with them again. Because I don't want to put myself in that situation because I didn't want to make it seem awkward. And it's not that I had less than, I just don't believe in that stuff. And I don't want to have to always explain myself. So I take myself out that situation. Like people in America who believes in tipping everything, I'm not hanging out with you if I have to explain why I didn't tip someone handing me a bag. Yes, I'm taking all your stories, Nino. Like, I'm not explaining that to somebody. Like, I'm not. Nino, you want to tell your story about Pizza Hut? Because that was kind of funny to end the show off. Or how I don't want to end the show, but you know what I'm
Oh
saying.
my God. Oh my God. That is, I know my man Sean about to join in a minute. Go ahead and talk about food again.
Oh my gosh, right? He's always here on that part.
Now I went to I made order Pizza Hut. You know what I mean? Ordered on the app. Literally walking into the store for them to hand me my food. That's it. That's all it is. They're gonna hand me my food. None more, none less.
Did
As
you get
I'm
that cycle up? You heard that?
I was,
yeah,
Okay.
none more, none less.
I know the story. So.
Yes. So um as they about to hand me my bill, I mean as they about to hand me my order, it, it's already paid for. Everything is already paid. All they gotta do is literally hand me your food. Um, so they like, here's your receipt, and it comes up on the screen. They say, yeah, It's just that bullshit. It's just one question. And I'm like, what? See, I'm like, I already paid for it. They like, no, this is the screen in case you want a tip. And I said, for what? Like that. I said, for what? I said, for you handing me the box? You know what I'm saying? I said, for what? She said, oh, got mad as hell. You know what I'm saying? Got mad as hell. Because I looked instant for the zero. Click. So I can see all the energy. All the energy that she had, right? And so me, because I don't care, I said, yeah, can I get some plates too? I said, can I get some plates too? And you can hear the huffing and sighing. And she gave me a lot of plates. Cool, I don't care. You get bad as long as you I don't care. Bad.
Plates.
Yes. And then it was a lady that was sitting there. She had a few dollars in her hand. Obviously, she was going to use that for a tip. And she was like, she was going to tip the people for her order. She had her order. She was waiting for her order to be finished.
Gotcha. I don't know why I heard something else. But go ahead.
Hey, because you're nasty.
Because you're nasty.
So she said, wow. She said, you're right. She said, why am I giving a tip just to hand me the box? And she said, and all that, and she didn't say all that energy. She said, and all that energy was unnecessary. So what she did, and I'm talking back to her loud enough to where everybody hears. I don't care. I'm not coming back in there. You're not going to be able to do anything to my food. So when she got her food, the lady that was sitting there, she had her money in her hand, right? So that same lady's all happy, thinking she's getting a tip. The lady, as she's about to grab the bag, the box, and she had the money in her pocket, and she said, folded it up, put it in her pocket. She's like, yeah, he's right. He's right. He said, you said you were nasty. What I said, you was real nasty. And she took the money. Black ladies in there, unfortunately, black woman. She all upset. Now she's mad that she didn't get a tip from me, and the tip that she would have got from the lady, she did not get as well. So now she's hot. So my ass is not going back in that Pizza Hut no time soon. You know what I'm saying?
But I want.
You can go. They don't know you.
You can put in your name. And yeah.
You're not gonna go because my thing may come with asterisks, may come up on the screen.
Danger, no tipper.
Let me ask you a question, Cyclops. This is similarly related, but I see we wasn't supposed to be saying these stories, but I just have one that I asked to say that's related. A local business, very popular business. It was they sold fish, very good. Fish was very good at this place. They sold fish. Fish was very good, right? Owner was cool. You know what I mean? We really have no issues. I mean, he's cool. We sit there and talk sometime.
Yeah.
I didn't know his personal life because it's none of my business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But one day, he comes in the house of somebody that you happen to be dealing with.
Oh.
And I'm not saying this is true or not, but you may have been putting in work while he walks in the door.
Oh.
Oh, my pearls.
You may have put in some work. And we were facing a couple weeks downstairs in the living room. And we're facing the other way. I happen to turn. I'm like, oh. So I don't know how long they were standing there. Because
it was more than one person?
Well, yes. It was him, which was her baby daddy. I didn't know. I don't know these people.
Wait, the guy who sells the fish is the baby daddy?
The guy who sold fish, baby daddy. They were exes. They was. I don't know. They could have been
Was
sticks.
the kids didn't come in?
The kid was not there. Kid was
Okay.
not there. Kid was not there. He might have been. I don't remember the kid.
Oh my god!
I don't remember the kid. But the baby daddy came in. Her best friend came in. You know, which was her roommate. Her roommate was her best friend. She came in the door. Baby daddy came in the door, and her fiance came in the door, who ran a taxi cab company. And I turned around. They all three standing there. I'm like, oh, what the fuck are y'all doing? I'm like, whoa. And where we happen to be at, there's nothing to grab. Nothing. Couch way over there. It's nothing to grab. Nothing. Clothes upstairs.
Oh,
So I'm like, oh, what the hell? And her friend was standing there. Like, I'm like, nigga, why are you still standing? Get the fuck up out of here.
Did she know?
She saw it.
And she kept going. Though.
No. I won't. She saw it. She looked. She's like, hey. And she said, get out of here. She said, get out of here. And they left. So I'm like, oh, I got to go. For one, they didn't instantly leave. They kind of slow left. So me,
I would have slow left too. I would have watched the show.
for me, I still remember this. They had one of them couches that the pillows didn't come off.
Oh,
So you didn't know, so you was trying to pick up the
Yes,
pillow.
facts. That's a fact. That is factual. That is factual. I went over to the couch trying to grab the pillow. I'm like, it is nothing here. Nothing here.
nasty.
What I wound up doing was picking up some random toy box.
That's
Some random toy box. And I'm walking. I'm like, y'all can still just stand here because I got to go. Literally, I got to walk towards them
to go upstairs.
to go upstairs. I got to walk towards them to go
It's
upstairs.
funny.
And they're still standing there. I'm like, what the y'all doing? And I look at her. And I said, what is up with your people?
Wait. Are they watching because like they're shocked that this is happening in the middle of the living room, or they were just watching like they just watching?
I don't,
Are you not entertained?
I mean,
If they just gonna sit there and watch, I'm not leaving until I'm finished.
well, let's put like it was a good day. And I'm like, yo, and I'm going to walk. I'm like, and so me, eventually I'm going to say something that may be a little short. I'm like, damn, I said, y'all enjoying? I said, y'all enjoying this? Like that. I said, y'all enjoying this? Like that. And baby daddy was like, he tried to base up. What you say, nigga? And I'm like, and I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm being here fighting ass naked, fighting this thing.
So like it'd be like Ben Reyes and I'm not Jamie, but Jody and Baby Boy when you like want some breakfast.
Let's put it like this. It'd have been an interesting fight. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been an interesting fight because I know for one he got all this adrenaline built up, seeing his baby mom bent over. You know what I'm saying? So. But I'm like, but after a while, I'm like, nigga, I mean, what are y'all doing? And me, I'm standing there ass naked with a toy. not with
He gets
a toy.
holding
With a damn, I don't know what it was because child
Yeah,
was a boy, so whatever. I don't know, it could have been a Lego box or something.
where the kids probably like, man, mama, what's this on my toy box?
Wash your hands, little man. Wash your hands, little man. So I'm like, why y'all still standing there? Get up out of here. And her friend and her baby, her friend and her fiance started to walk out. Dude was still standing there for a second. And
He was trying to recognize you. He's like, how do I know this guy?
Just one of my customers.
Yeah.
yeah,
I know he not.
yeah, I'm delivering. I'm on a delivery run.
Oh my gosh.
But the dude finally grabbed. He said, "Come on, man, let's get up out of here." And he finally left. So me, I finally go upstairs.
Get your clothes on.
And the window is right. She told me, throw me some clothes down. So I throw her clothes down. And the window is right near the parking lot. So I can hear all the talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I was paying attention, but I was a little close to the window. You know what I'm saying? And first those three are talking. Then when she get her clothes, they out there talking. And it was a very heated argument. I'm standing there, I'm like, yo. So for me, now I'm looking at the car. I'm like, nigga, don't do nothing to my car. It's going to be a problem if y'all do something to my car.
Thanks.
Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Because all you have, I'm grown. I can do whatever we want. We ain't together. You hear all that kind of nonsense. We ain't together. I'm like, okay. So, to make a long story less long.
Good job. Good job.
We were at a festival in Lang City, and the only vendor was him. I'm hungry as all hell. So I'm looking, and my boys, I'm like, yo, you had to get this food. He's like, nah, come on, let's go over there. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, I can't go there. He's like, for what? And I told him, he's like, oh, no, hell no, you can't go there. He said, you can't go there. You can't go there. Don't ever order anything and bring it back to me. So he went, got it. And so now, I mean, there was a lot of us. There's about 5, 6 of us there. So I'm walking past it, have my, the plate, the platter, and he looks at me. And he looks again. Then I'm like, yo, this nigga's looking at all my friends. Then I'm with. And they happen to see this, like, you know what? Now I can't even go back in the damn store. So.
No offense for nobody.
No
offense for nobody.
Yeah, not him anymore. You can't. So be careful. Be careful out there in the streets, because that could have got real reckless, man.
Yeah, and kids, make sure you wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands.
And your toys.
Wash your hands. Yeah, especially if mama's a little reckless.
Now, see, if you keep your toys cleaned up in the way,
then I'd have literally been ass out if the toys would be good. It was I think it was a Lego box or some shit like that.
Yeah, and just everybody, just make sure your couch cushions come off your couch.
Just have something, man.
Just don't be nasty. And you be okay. You gotta always be ready for any emergency situation. If the clothes started upstairs, you gotta at least make sure there's a blanket or something downstairs.
Yeah, like
it gotta be something that is factual. That is factual. There needs to be something in easy access, easy grab access. If you have a roommate.
That's the same thing. Like, God forbid, if there was like a fire or something, you gotta run out. Like, you can't grab nothing. You gotta go outside, bucking naked. Like, come on.
Hey, so what was y'all doing when the fire happened?
Huh?
Yeah.
Mind your business. You know what I mean?
Matter of fact,
It's kind of obvious, don't you think? We were taking a shower.
Yeah, taking a shower.
Yeah, we can see the sweaty wetness on you, right?
Yeah, I see. I mean, you gotta be careful now, because.
No, nowadays they would have brought their phones out.
Yeah, somebody. If I'm in that situation, somebody bringing their phone, I'm punching them right in the face.
And if they upload it, just make sure you get the check.
Yeah, I'm punching right in the face, and that's what's it's gonna be. Then we're gonna be fighting. I'll be ass naked fighting.
On the other phone. It'd be like in that movie Straw. Remember they didn't realize she had the phone on?
Facts.
live the whole time.
The whole time.
Versus recorded. It's crazy.
No.
Good movie. Good movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Decent. You know what I mean? Not a movie I want to watch multiple times.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
You watch it once, that's it.
Yeah.
Gotta be very mindful of that. Even certain songs, I'm like, your song was really good, but it's too emotional. I'm not trying to hear all that all the time. Nope.
Yeah.
Very well written. Much respect to you. When you come up with something else, let me know.
If you come up with something for the clubs, let me know about that one. But this one, I'm good with. Yeah, be careful out there in the streets, folks.
Well, now I want pizza and I want some fish.
Oh.
So.
No.
So you have to order the pizza.
You can't order the fish neither.
Okay, you have to order the fish. So, all you gotta do is supply the plates and the napkins.
Well, that's what it is. And I'm going somewhere else. I'm going to something else, some other place, and get all that.
Oh my god!
But that's true. You got to be careful.
Just go to K. Rogers, gives you some plates.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
What?
That's a Texas place?
You don't got K. Rogers?
I hate when people do that. Oh my god!
I never even heard of K. Rogers.
Only Rogers I know is Roy Rogers.
K. Rogers is Kroger's.
You know what? Oh,
that was worse than a dad joke. On that note,
and we ain't got that either.
Oh yeah, Kroger's.
Here we go. Here we go. You're doing it again.
Yeah, I got Publix.
Yes, we have Publix.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, we're going past Publix tonight.
When I go inside to get the pizza.
Yeah, when she
Oh, I swear forgot if it's the black lady.
She go fix the pizza. It is what it is.
Oh man.
Yeah, this was fun. This happened long decades ago when, on a hot summer day.
On a hot summer day.
Just be careful.
The kid was outside then. Playing outside.
Look, I don't know.
First of all, let's not keep wondering where the child is during this situation. He at grandma's house. That's the story we see it to. He was at grandma's house. That's her mother. That's why the mother called her friend over. The kid was at grandma's house. She don't care where her baby daddy at because they not together. But
I think never mind. That's a whole different thing. That's a whole different conversation.
That's a whole different episode.
Yeah, because I was like, why?
Why what?
Why was he coming?
Because he's friends with the roommate's fiance. They all friends.
Yeah,
they were all friends. Oh, they were all friends. Oh, okay.
Yeah, pay attention to the story.
Yeah, they were all
friends.
They literally were all friends.
Okay.
Her roommate, her fiance, and her baby daddy were best friends.
Gotcha. Okay.
What's funny about that? I had a question for you guys that we never got to last week, and it pertains to something like this.
Well, let's get it.
All right. If you're cool with both people, you friends with both of them, and they break up.
Both people. What do you mean both people?
Because boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever.
So I'm friend with the couple.
In the couple, yes.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
And they break up, separate, divorce.
You divorce them too?
I'm just trying to figure it out. Have you ever been in that situation?
I have. Now, but I think it was because I was friends with the one person first.
Who? Male or female? Husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend? Who? Who were you friends with?
Male. I was friends with the male.
With the guy. Okay.
So, then when the wife came in, we friends.
Yeah.
By association. Hey, cool, great. Then we all, build a bond and everything else. So when they split, she was still, like, let's hang out. Nope, sorry. Can't do it.
Your team guy.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. Like, cause it felt like don't try to, because my thing is, don't try to force a friendship that wasn't there before, and then
Mm,
try to get information out of me about what so and so's doing. Like, so how's so and so been? No, this ain't it. I'm not about to be your spy. So yeah, nah, I'm good.
so,
All right. Let me try to run this down quick because there's been three instances that this has happened. I mean, I live life. I had a lot of friends.
we know
I
you
had a lot.
live life.
Seriously,
In the summertime, you have fish sandwiches. Like you live life.
there's time similar to Cyclops. Um, I was more friends with the dude when they broke up. I went with him. You know,
Boyfriend,
even though
girlfriend, or husband, wife. Because those are different scenarios.
this was I think they all was boyfriend girlfriend.
Okay.
I think it was all boyfriend girlfriend. So I went with him. You know what I mean? There was another couple where I knew the girl way more than I knew dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we was just cool. We was just friends.
Okay.
We was just friends. But I knew her a long time. We went to school together, so I knew her. Um, and dude and me and dude ran in a lot of the same circles. So wasn't easy to distance myself to her from him. And she was wrong. She did some dumb. She caused a break. You know what I mean?
And that's when you was with friends with first. Was the lady?
This was a lady. Yes, I was friends
Mm.
with the ladies first, and she did some. She 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 did something real reckless. I'll leave it at that. Um, and dude was like, "Yo, man, why she?" And he's talking to me, and I'm like, and we were cool, but I'm like, yo, I kind of can't. I kind of
Mhm.
can't be a sounding board. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I can't be a sounding board. And he was like, yo, you know what she did? Yeah, I do. I know, but I can't be a sounding board. You know what I mean? I had another situation um, that I was cool with the dude, and then me and the girl became cool as well. But I'm telling, I'm telling him because I didn't really know her, but we became cool because they were together. I'm telling him, yo, your girl wilding. I'm seeing her out on the street, she wilding. I'm telling him. I said, she is literally wilding. Nah, why you lying to me? Why you telling me this? She wouldn't do nothing like
I love your weak man voice.
I know.
Let me this.
yeah. Then his girl trying to come on to me. Ho ho ho.
Whoa.
I said, nah. I said, you know I'm gonna tell a dude. I said, you know I'm gonna tell him. She's like, nah, don't tell him. So what did I do?
You
Don't tell
told me.
So
him.
what I do? I said, yo, now she's trying to hook up with me. He's like, nah, get out of here. I'm like, yo. I said, you know what? At the end of the day, you're a grown man. You gonna do what you want to do. I ain't gonna do nothing with her because I don't. That's not the way I work.
And then she flipped it, talking about he tried to come on to me.
Not knowing about. No, because we was all out and about, and her people came over to me and my crew's table. You know, talking, acting all extra, and then dude walks in,
Mm.
Mm.
and I'm like, I told you. So now he's sitting there like, and he stormed out. And me, I don't know what he's about to do. I tell my people, I said, you know what? I'm up out of here too. I said, I'm up out of here too. Dude stormed out, mad emotional. I don't know what he's gonna come back in here and do. And people was like, you're right, Nino, let's get the hell out of here. And we all left. We all left. Because I don't, he was a cop too.
Oh wow.
He was a cop. I'm like, nah.
So he could carry.
Yes.
Oh oh
Yeah, and he
oh.
probably get backup. You know what I'm saying? Probably get backup from his bullish story that he would tell. So I wound up deading everything. I didn't hang out with her. I didn't hang out with him. You know what I mean? Charles Danzer. What's up, man? You know what that is, Quest?
It's Charles Daniels.
Yeah, so I didn't hang out with them either one of them anymore. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. So, but it was interesting show.
Very, very.
I'm sorry. Any final words, T-Quest?
It's pizza time.
It's pizza time.
Pizza time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's pizza time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Cyclops, what's for dinner?
Chicken fried rice.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Big Duke Batman on YouTube. Check me out. You don't even know what you do.
What you do, Charles? What's going on, man?
What you do on the channel, like?
What you doing on this channel, man?
What you do on the channel? Check it out. It'll be boring for all we know.
Hey.
Yeah.
You don't know.
He said Big Duke. So.
You know what I'm saying? You know, let us know.
There's music. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Good job. Okay.
Okay. All right. That's much better. You know what I'm saying? Family friendly.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
But, I don't know that. But this has been fun. You know what I mean? Check us out every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I am DJ El Nino. Who you is?
So you can my name is DJ Cyclops, and I am somebody's girlfriend's favorite DJ.
Somebody's. I don't know whose, but somebody's.
Yeah. Hey, look, shouts out. Fire Princess, happy birthday. I see you. Okay. But you can find me everywhere that matters to me.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing.
At DJ Cyclops 210, DJ Cyclops 210. The voice goddess. It's on you.
Hey, baby.
Oh yeah, and you can see mine over there on the side. All right, or if you're listening on the radio, I'm at DJ Il Nino. Il Nino, not Lil Nino.
Or El Nino.
No, not El Nino. DJILLNINO. All right, I like that. See that? Talk to me, Quest.
Well, of course, you can find me at TQuestGLM on all social media platforms. And please do not forget to download your TQuest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store.
It's time for the Why Not Podcast. It's time for the Why Not Podcast. Why not podcast? Why not podcast? With DJ Il Nino, T-Quest and DJ Cyclops. Il Nino, Il Nino, Quest and Quest and T-Quest and T-Quest and DJ Cyclops.